Hi, and welcome to Facebook Live at 8 p.m. on Sunday, here with Judy K. Tonight is December the 8th, 2024. Do you believe it? I mean, this year is almost to the end. So I'm just going to, before we start, and it's going to be a good night because I've got a really cute top. Well, not, I shouldn't use the word cute. It's a very interesting topic that you'll really like. So let me get some comments going here. If some people could say hi, because the comments come to me slower. And it's saying I'm live, but some of the numbers on here are a little. Oh, hi, Michelle Pearson. There we go. Yeah, you see, I'm seeing this a little, they're a little late. No, let's see. I'm gonna look at my clock. It's fine. I mean, it does. Oh no, we're good. We're on time. So it kicked in. All right. Hi, Andrew's with us tonight. And so it's safe for me to come on Facebook. I'm not on another page. I'm not doing anything else. I have not gone rogue. I'm getting the hang of this. And you know what's surprising? You know how you go through Facebook and somebody commented or something on it on an old a Facebook Live, and I had the gray and the dark started here, okay, and it was 4 years old. I know I've been doing these lives for a long time, and I never put it together. But it's been going on longer than four because this one was not my first that I saw, and but we enjoy it. We really do enjoy it. Andrew's enjoying it. He's a part of the team now. John is enjoying it, but we don't have John tonight. John. He had an extremely busy day and hasn't stopped yet. So he says hi to everybody. All right. So, if you want to get part of the card pool, um, Andrew's pulling it tonight. So you do have to put in your comments, card pool, please, or something like that. Because just because your name might come up because you say hi, that doesn't put you in there. Okay. So you do have to ask for it. And probably in about 10-15 minutes, he'll send me over the names of the winners for tonight. Yeah, I love them too. They're so much fun. They really are. And I like doing it. And I had a client that I read this week, and she said, she wanted to say thank you so much for all that I do with these lives, and it I had a good reason when I started, so I could teach you general stuff that I wasn't taking time from a reading, and it really has helped. So I want to say welcome. Remember, today is 12/8, and oh, I forgot. Kufu and Kafra are here too. They said hi. All right. And everything's going good. I haven't made any computer mistakes, so Andrew's relaxing. Okay. Now, remember to write down the tarot card pool. I got to pull that part. And as for the trolls, I'm so sorry about that. I have nothing to do about it. I did have to message somebody that does come on the lives she's been a client of mine for a long time. And when I messaged her that I need to talk to her for a minute, she goes, "Is this really Judy K?" But it was the right thing. Oh my gosh, you know how many people, but I told her it was me. And we did, but we have talked before. But it's been a long, long time. So the whole thing is when the idiots start saying, "I have a message for you," if they comment to you, or if just block them. I can't do anything. We've notified Facebook. I guess it's a never ending fight. So remember, I'll never ask for your credit card. And if I do have to message you for anything, which I usually don't do, I'll let you come to me. That's the way a reader should have it. You go to the reader. I'm not the one that say, "Oh, I got this." No, 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 no. That's an old ploy trick. All right. And anyway, when they do that, but always ask and make sure it's me, because they do steal my pictures and the name, and sometimes they come on their own. Now, remember how I told you we're going to make these lives bigger and better? Well, we are, but the bigger and better thing is jumping. We're still doing this. Don't get me wrong. Don't panic. I won't be here next week though, because I'll be coming home I might be home, but I'm going to be exhausted from the Leesport Expo. But remember, the big thing is going to be on YouTube. So if you've never gotten on YouTube, all you have to do, same thing, you make a username and a password, and you're on there. And wait until you see at the beginning of the year what you're going to get. You think these are cool? They're even better. All right. So if you are, remember, it's Judy K Official All right, is the name of the YouTube thing. All right. So anyway, and if you can subscribe to it, so that way you'll get a notification every time it comes on, because these are going to be a surprise for you. All right. Now, remember, my last expo is next weekend. Not last expo for the year. I'll be in Leesport, Pennsylvania, and that's December 14th and 15th. Okay. There is a discount for readings, which I always do at Leesport, any of the expos, unless they're a higher price tag. So then might go a little bit. But remember, half-hour readings at Leesport are only $95, just like what I do at Mom and Other Readings. Okay. You can pre-book your time. All you have to do is call me, text me, or go on my website. Now, my website was down again today for a while, and my web guy was on there figuring out what it was. If you ever can't get a hold of me on my website, they're doing some infrastructure work, and they shut it down to do this. If you can't get on my website, and my website's over here, judyk.net, what you do is you can just call me, text me, email me. All right, sweetheart. All right. Now, the pendulum thing was wonderful last week. Somehow or other, Sister Mary Francis, I had stuff written down. I do believe this. Okay, I understand what happened. All right. The pendulum thing was wonderful. Remember, I'm going to be giving a pendulum class via Zoom and in person on January 9th. In person, of course, is in my office in Cherry Hill, but it'll also be Zoom. Now, all that information is going to come out. It's going to be an inexpensive class, but the whole thing, it's going to be very informative. So if you'd like to get pendulum class work in, you can. All right. Now, this week's topic. It's called Stop, Look, and Listen. Well, it almost sounds like what happens, if you see a fire, stop, drop, and roll. But it's stop, look, and listen. And there are a lot of words metaphysically you should always pay attention to. Okay? So that should be in your immediate vocabulary. And what happened is, and this happens all the time, a lot of times you'll pull a card, okay? And you might be shuffling your deck at home, because a lot of you have oracle cards or tarot cards or things like that. And all of a sudden, a card will fall on the floor, or a card might wind up upside down in your deck, or you keep getting the same card, okay? So what happens here is you have to stop, look, and listen. Now, first, I'm going to talk about cards, and then we're going to go about the other thing. So let me take a minute here. Okay. I'm sorry. It seems like my notes for this week aren't in front of me. So, and they had the notes about this. So I'll just go on memory, because the whole thing is, if you have a card, say you're shuffling the cards, or just say you're taking them out of the box that you keep them in, or the bag, because you know me, I love my tarot card bags. They're very nice and they're pretty, and they have a little crystal on here. And they tie up nice. And remember, it keeps your cards happy, because one, they're dark, and one, it shuts off their energy. So that way, when you go to use them, you don't have a dead deck. Remember, I told you, sometimes you have a hot deck, or you have a cold deck. Cold deck is the same as a dead deck. So you always want to keep them nice. So say one day comes along, and this deck, I'm not going to use this deck tonight, but say this deck, I untie it, and as soon as I try to take the cards out, one card or a couple cards fall on the floor. Stop, look, and listen. You put the rest of the cards down. You don't move the cards on the floor for a minute, because some could be upside down, okay? And some of them can be, sideways. That doesn't really matter. Some can be facing you, and some could be facing the floor. All right. Okay, I have to make one more note for something else I forgot to tell you, because I got the wrong last week's notes in front of me. This week's, I'm not going to look over the desk. Okay. All right. So what happens? You drop everything you were planning on doing with your cards for a minute, and you pick up Well, first you look. You're going to look at those cards on the floor, and you're going to see what's up, what's down. The cards that would be facing you, that's like they have twinkle lights in front of them. So you can write that down. You could write down the cards, or you can always take a cell phone picture. Cell phones weren't around when I started learning the cards in 1969, but now I use them when I teach classes. Take a picture of your cards, because that, if you don't need it, you can always delete it later, right? Yeah. So what happens is you take the cards that are facing you, take a picture of it, pick them up, but also remember, it's always location, location, location. All right. With anything, with your pendulums, with your runes, with any matter of metaphysical tools you're using, because this will work with runes also. Say you drop the rune, you get your runes out of your bag. All right. I have runes around here somewhere. Eh, it's so much stuff. I got the runes around here somewhere, and you have the runes in your hand or in what you're going to shake them in, but then a couple fell on the floor. The ones that are facing you, stop, look, and listen. Who you listening to? You're listening to your spirit guides. Remember that. Okay. Oh, you know what? I'm seeing some of the messages here, and I've been trying not to read the comments, but yeah, I'm going to do it a little bit here tonight. Katie McVeigh, sweetheart, I did see it about psychic being spelled wrong on the website. My web guy, I've been bothering him a lot, so I'm going to let that go for now. But thank you for saying that. How can you tell if it's a message for you or just a fumble in the cards? Honey Bunch, it's never a fumble in the cards. Unless, let's put it this way. Say I was walking down the hallway and I was taking my cards out of the bag and I misstepped or I tripped or something. Why did that happen? You could say, well, that just happened because of. Well, we could take that all the way home until the cows come home, and we don't own any cows. So that means forever. So the whole thing is stop, look, and listen always. All right. Never, never take it as fate. Because when you pick up your cards or your runes or your pendulum, and he's still here, my pendulum's still here, and yeah, he's happy. Notice how it just went he's going into a circle. That's because there's been no question. No question, right? Well, we're going to the class will be fun. But anyway, the whole thing is you're already, before you decided to get your cards, to get your runes, to pick up your haunted or Ouija board. And it's not the Ouija board. You can't blame the Ouija board for stuff. It's just the people that aren't careful, don't know how to use it, don't pick it up. All right. But any tool you have that you're doing metaphysical, you're looking for your questions. There's questions. You're asking stuff. You're looking into stuff. Then you've already lost. Oh, this is just an incident. This is just an accident. Okay. So what are you going to do now? You're going to stop. You're going to look and you're going to listen. All right. So tonight, what I did is I grabbed my other deck. This is the ones that these are my small deck. These are my little travel deck. Remember, I just told you when John was going in the hospital years ago with his dialysis and everything, I always had a little deck in my handbag because it wasn't so big in the handbag. And, I have these and I thought, well, these will be easier. I know you probably love seeing the Egyptian cards, but I grabbed them for tonight. So just say, I am getting my cards ready and I'm going to do this one. Okay. Here I am. I got my cards. I put my cards away properly. They're all made in the way. And then all of a sudden I get to the deck and I have him. And notice how the King of Cups here, I'm still, I got to remember going the other way. The King of Cups here. Why is he towards me and not away? Right? Stop, look, and listen. Now, does this tell you, if it's a good person, but sometimes the cards tell you the way a person is, and then they might have something bad to say about them. That's a whole different subject. All right. So that's what your subject is tonight for you to learn. Do it with everything. Like, okay, a lot of you, your deceased loved ones will always leave you something. Well, not always, periodically, because they can't do it daily. I mean, they might do it daily for a while, but that's not easy. It takes a lot of energy for them. Like my dad always leaves me a dime and a penny. It's not always together. More than likely it is. It's 11 cents because the 11 number might that are very, very important. So what happens here is I might get, and this is what happened last week. I got the dime one day and I got the dime on Tuesday where it shouldn't have been. On Wednesday, I had a penny, which I was just there and it shouldn't have been there. So remember, with that, it's okay to stop, look, and listen because you're always, how about when we talk about seeing the cardinals or birds or this, that, and the other thing, that you're ready for it. But with your divining tools, stop, look, and listen. Okay. Well, let's see who won the tarot pool tonight. Remember that, prayer list. That was on this week's, which are probably still on the computer. I think they're printed up. Anyway, we have a prayer list for you tonight. K Rap is ill, and she's been a viewer for a very, very long time, and she's going through for some testing or whatever. Please keep K Rap on the prayer list for this week. And oh my God, I just had a moment. Oh my Lord. Oh, hold on for a second. Diane Greenblatt. I couldn't think of it. I was thinking the Greenblatt. I can't remember your first name. Diane. Diane, again, keep her on your prayer. She's also going through something right now. So if you could, that would be great. All right. I think we should about, Beth asking again about your lemons. Sweetheart, that's always the same. Whenever you see something in the clock or a time or a number or everything, what do? Stop, look, and listen. Again, that is a divining tool. The numbers on the clock. It's a divining tool. The numbers on something like, say you're looking to buy something. Don't go by the price. Now, I'm not going to try to tell you to buy something that you shouldn't. I'm not there to answer that question. But if you have something and there's something there that draws to you that is a message for you, that actually does get included. Okay. All right. It's funny. Sometimes when I go back for the messages, some messages, they'll say like there's 96 messages, and I will only be able to read 60 of them. That would happen this time. And I do believe someone asked me a question that I wanted to get back, and it wasn't in the comments. I'm going to have to look again. But anyway, I have trouble with that sometimes. Sometimes I try it on a different. It goes better on my iPad than my thing. So we'll get to you. All right. Remember, go to YouTube. Get on that channel, Judy K, Psychic Medium Official. You're going to be very happy in January. All righty. All right. So let's see who won the card pull for tonight. Okay. Nina Champion. Let me write this down. Jody Silvius. If I mess up anyone's name, I'm sorry. And Alyssa Terrison. You are the winners. Now, you have to realize that you do have, it's only a 3-card tarot pull. I'm not going to get, I get the right information on here, but we have to do it. So we want to go down to, let me know through the comments if you want general, which means spirit guide can take it in any direction. If you'd like to ask about romance, if you'd like to ask about finances, if you'd like to ask about career, let me know. Oh, Jody's already on general. Okay, good. All right. Nina and Alyssa Tarrison. Nina, let's see. Make sure you put in the comments. May have to be on here to win. If you've signed off or something. Up, Nina is general. And do we have anything for Alyssa Tarrison? Remember, you can either ask now. As you know, this live is also on YouTube right now. It will shut down for a little while and then it'll come on. It's like YouTube kind of like gets it set up. So you have a question you'd like to ask or something that you would like to put in the comments. It can't be personal. It has to be general occult questions or metaphysical questions. You can do that now on YouTube video, or you could do it now. All right, on this one. All right, so I'm missing a girl. Everybody else, keep your eyes open for Alyssa Terracin and see if she's going to be on here. All right, I'm going to use the Rider-Waite deck tonight. You know what? I actually pulled out, and I'll show you again, the deck that I learned with. I'm going to show you that in a minute. And you want to see how difficult that one is to learn? Because these easy ones weren't available. Oh, Alyssa wants general. Okay. Oh, that's easy. Okay. So I'm going to be quiet here for a minute and let Spirit take the cards. Okay. Alyssa, you're actually going first. That's what. Oh, now stop, look, and listen. Right? What did I tell you? When I said these for Alyssa, look what slid out facing. So I have to make that as very important, okay? So right here I have the 7 of Pentacles. I'm going to write this down because I'm going to put them back in the deck. So we have 7 of Pentacles, and we also have the King of Wands. Okay, so now I'm just going to put them back, and I'm going to take it from there. All right, maybe that's why Spirit told me even though it doesn't matter whose name gets picked first, it's what Spirit tells me who goes first. So they probably have something to say. Needless to say, they do. They always do. Alyssa, if you get the same cards, no, you don't. Okay, hold on. Oh, you actually got an extra one. Okay, so here we go. Alyssa, what they're telling me here is there's been a little bit of trying to make things work. Trying to get things this way and try to get things that way. Now I'm going to guess. I'm going to say because of the cards that I got earlier for you, I'm going to say that this has to do with a man. Now, this could be a man that you live with, a man that you work with, or something, okay? But you have those cards. Hold on for 1 second here. All right. And what happens is that you're trying to put things together, but maybe you ought to really stop and think. Now, that doesn't mean turn the other way. They never take a message and snowball it and run with it and let your mind play with it. You have to always listen to the message and stick with the message itself. Okay? So basically, what Spirit's telling you, the best thing for you to do, Alyssa, is that, evaluate things. Evaluate it and look at the good and what it's worth. Is it like I do see whoever this man is trying to make things work. If this is either a boss, he's trying to make the job easier, trying to keep you there, or whatever, or if this is a relationship, because I only have a couple cards, but he kind of got the jackpot here. But anyway, the whole thing is it might be worth that, but you're supposed to evaluate it. Sometimes everyone thinks Spirit's going to tell me exactly what to do. And a lot of times they will tell you what to do. They'll tell you what to do before you even ask the gosh darn question. But with you, notice they said everyone's trying. Whoever this is trying. But you have to evaluate it. Okay? All right. Let me see the next person I have here. Okay. I haven't had these out for a little bit, so it's nice to have them back. Okay. All right. Okay, Spirit says these are Nina's. Okay. Nina, continue. This is saying to you, continue working forward. Continue pushing forward. The first card you got was the 8 of Pentacles. Keep working. Keep pushing. You'll find your way, because then you have the Knight of Swords. There will be a way. You will get some messages about it. Now, messages don't have to be coming to you via the mail or text, or the messages can be up in your head too. And you're not going to be much right now able to do anything about it. But be aware, keep pushing forward. They said your strength is the most thing that you have to rely on right now. And I've read you a number of times, sweetheart, over the years, and you have that strength. Keep that strength going and you'll be fine. All righty. Okay. So now we're going to do Jody. Okay. Hold on for a second. All right, Jody. The first card you have is the Lover's card. Ooh, and a lot of people misread that Lover's card, by the way. All right. So, all right. I'm sorry, I'm laughing. It's a cute answer once I put the cards together. All right, so Jody, what it says that it's the next card you got was the ties that bind, and that can be a good thing. They said use your intelligence. Your intelligence is your asset right now. You have it. This is the way things are. Use your intelligence. They said that right now things can't change. Right now things can change. Sometimes I'll tell people, right now you're in the cylinder at the back. And remember when people used, and I still use it driving sometimes, but when you're driving, you get that cylinder and it's locked. You have to twist it. The same thing. You're in a cylinder right now. You'll find everything to get better for you. Okay. All right. So that's the card pull for tonight. And I kind of miss my Egyptian cards. Why don't you girls and or gentlemen in the comments, why don't you write down which deck you'd like me to use? I won't be here, remember, next weekend because of the expo. But if you'd like me to use the Rider Waite, or if you'd like me to use my Egyptian deck, and maybe we'll take a poll on that. So what I did is I went to pull my Rider Waite out, and I have another deck here, and this is basically an antique deck, and this is the deck that I learned with many years ago. Like here, oh, I got to go to the other side now, right? Yeah, okay. This is strength, okay, and then we have this is the Emperor, and let's see. Okay, now remember I said this deck was harder to learn back in 1969 because the cards really didn't give you a good guess of what the card means, like the artwork does now. And people will use, this is what gets me, people will use the artwork on a card to go for the meaning. Well, here's the Four of Cups. There's no artwork. So how can the artwork have to do with the meaning? What came first? The meaning of the card or the artwork? It's the Four of Cups. So what does the Four of Cups mean? Right? Okay, so this is my what's it called? The IJJ deck. Okay, this is not the original deck I had. It is not. These cards disintegrate. They're not made to take the heat like the other ones. And believe me, when you're in high school, you're doing those cards constantly. All right, so that's for tonight. I said that next thing we have is the healing. And after that, we're done for 2 weeks. But let me know which deck let me know which deck you'd like me to use, and I'll try to do that next time. All right. And I'm going to try to find those other comments because there was one comment that I really liked the question, and I can't think of it right now. But I'm going to try to do that. I'll try some other things. The picture looks strange. I'm going to say the picture. No, it didn't, Carmen. Oh, you're welcome. I hope you enjoyed the live. We always enjoy them. So let's get ready for the healing. Remember, if you want to be here for the healing, but you don't want to get healed because it's oh, that's great. Oh, I want to see what she's doing, but and that's fine. Don't do anything unless you're comfortable with it. So remember, if you don't want to have receive the healing, palms down. If you do want to receive, palms up. Okay. All right. Remember, if you're getting a reading, whether it be a tarot, a rune, psychic medium reading from anybody, Are your hands, are your palms up, or your palms down? Palms down. Because let the reader do the work. Don't do the palms up thing for them. Okay. Oh, good. All right. So another thing I wanted to tell you is I can't remember because I got into that. I need cue cards here. Andrew, I need cue cards or a script. All right, we won't worry about it. I'll take it. He's on. I can see him. He's like doing this to get a script for me. Hey, 20 years from now, you're going to have to make it one. You're going to have to hold it like this. Anyway, we're having a good time. All right, here we go with the healing. If you can, put your feet flat on the floor. If you can't, that's okay. But here we go. All right. So I'm going to start now. I'd like you to close your eyes. This is just a general healing. Okay. All right. Spirit's saying already, I'm ready to start. Okay. All right. All right, here we go. And just relax your breathing. It's good enough for tonight. We're doing good. And take that healing. And I'm pulling. Spirit's telling me to pull off. Why am I pulling off? Getting rid of some stuff that you don't need. You don't need that in your life. There you go. And now let the gold, let the good, let the white, let the silver, let the gold, the white, and the silver energy to come in. Okay. All right. And you can open your eyes and breathe normal. So, again, Andrew and I, not John, he's not here tonight. Wait, thank you for being here. And Kufu and Kafra. Wait, oh, and the Egyptian thing. I didn't even get started into that. If you're into Egypt, ancient Egyptian history, past lives, all kinds of things, that's going to be added. Also, probably late January, February, but we're adding all kinds of stuff. So, again, thank you for joining us. Oh, we always love to have you. And I'm going to have to say bye for now. All right, take care. Have a lovely 2 weeks, and we'll see you then. Okay, take care. Bye.